I just want to give you guys a tweet from Simone, which made my heart sing today. This is what she wrote. The outpouring love and support I've received has made me realize I'm more than my accomplishments and gymnastics, which I never truly believed before. That's got to make everything better. And even your Bieber wrote her and said, I canceled a tour. I don't know the name of the tour, Play or Plush or something tour, Push, something like that, mid-tour, and everyone get at me. And he said it was the best decision I ever made. I'm proud of you.
And how come everyone's not really getting after Simone? Is my question. Do you think it's a gender thing specifically?
I think she had people
come
come
after. A different angle here because obviously she's an Olympic athlete. She's awesome. She's the greatest. All those things, right? She went through a lot. When you look, and I just want to bring this somewhere else because we talked about it 3 days in a row. When you look at men stepping down, Bieber, I brought up Dave Chappelle, the GOAT of stand-up comedy.
Kanye West stopped the mid-tour.
Kanye West stopped for their mental health. I'm going to go back to Dave Chappelle. He stopped. He had rumors made up about him that he was smoking drugs in the jungle. None of that was true. He stopped for his own reasons. He didn't like the corporation he was working with, but he got attacked. Bieber got attacked. Kanye got attacked. Simone does this, and people are speaking out, and they're lifting her up, saying how proud everyone is of her. Do you think this has anything to do with gender, or is it just the time,
I think
the time period that we're in?
All of the above. I do think, well, first of all, Simone did get pushed back, but compared to a male counterpart, there is still an even bigger stigma attached to men and mental health. Unfortunately, you guys aren't allowed to cry. You guys aren't allowed to quit. You guys aren't allowed to go to therapy. That's still a really big problem in this world. So yes, 1,000% I agree with you. I do think, though, that Simone did, and you brought up a really good point in our group chat last night. Do you want to talk about the former Olympian?
Just really quickly, I sent last night on our group chat a tweet from Dominique Moceanu from 1996. We pushed her. She was pushed to do the vault when she had a fractured tibia. She did it because she was pushed. She then cracked her head in one of the worst ways I've ever seen. Nobody came to check on this person, was just pushed, and she went off, and she was really hurt by that, physically and mentally. And so when we start talking about pushing athletes, there's a difference between you pushing your son to jump in the pool with you. You're going to catch him. But when you start talking about pushing a young Jeff Schroeder in college that everybody knows has a concussion, pushing you back on that field, telling you you could be dealing with that to this day, dealing with headaches for the rest of your life or memory loss because you were air quotes pushed. So we need to watch how we talk about these young people. That girl has her entire life in front of her, and who are we for 10 seconds of a goal that we are not going to care about in a week? Let's be honest. Like, I think that's wrong for us to do that.
We talk more about Simone Biles, at least social media does, than Larry Nassar. That's a problem.
Wow. And I read an article about him yesterday, and he's paid $8 in restitutions to the girls, and he has $12,000 in his prison commissary that he spent on himself.
Wow. I'm just confused about the pushing thing. We're going to talk about it, I'm sure, later in the week, but I just don't know. You got to push your kids at some point. You got to push them over that hump.
To catastrophic problems.
I got you. I got you. But when I say that, people are like, no, you're going to have CTE. No, I'm saying you got to push them over that hump. You got to get out. You got to go to college. You got to do certain things.
Yeah, agreed.
You need a push.
And you see what happens to people that don't get pushed. I agree with that.
That's two different conversations.
Can we do a 2-hour show today?
What?
Yeah,
we need a 2-hour show today.
I know, right? They said, gotta wrap.